Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Paranormal Truth or Dare. I'm Anne.
And I'm Renata.
And we are going to be asking some curly questions of our guests to work out what they think ghosts are, or hauntings and things that send them running.
And do you know who this week's special guest is?
I do. I'm very excited.
We love him to death. It's Christian Hull, one of the most happiest people we know. And he is an Australian comedian. He is a YouTube influencer with thousands of people that are following him.
Millions.
Hundreds of thousands, absolutely. And he is also an entrepreneur.
He is.
What's his special range, Ian?
Fakovsky?
Yes.
You've got to say it very carefully.
Absolutely.
Anyway, this was an absolute hoot, so I hope you all enjoy this episode. All right, today we have a new guest on Paranormal Truth or Dare, and today joining us all the way from, I believe he's up north somewhere, we have Christian Hull.
Is that what? Queensland's just now up north somewhere.
Oh, no, I can't remember much more than that. It's all a bit of a stretch for me. But you are an infamous TikToker and Instagrammer and Facebooker and social media sort of person.
Grindr. Yep, Scruff.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm everywhere.
I think we've got to learn a few more of those ones, Renata. And Tinder and Grindr.
Don't learn
No.
Nah, yeah.
I'm already stressed enough. I don't need that shit. Anyway. Oh.
And as I was saying to you, we've got our beautiful friend Spencer here, who has joined us and is wearing some beautiful pink feathers for the occasion. And I had sort of thought of you with the Share the Dignity charity that you also represent.
Is that hence the pink feathers on
Yes.
a dead skeleton hanging behind you? That's very ominous.
I
Makes me
know.
feel very at home. Thank you.
I did my best. Now, we have some questions for you in our Truth or Dare. Are you ready?
No, but I'm
As we say,
hit me with them.
Just breathe
Tough titties.
deeply.
Here they
Breathe
come.
deeply. It'll be
This is
fine.
terrifying. Like, I'm genuinely terrified.
All right, go for it, Renata.
All right.
You've got the first one.
Question number 1. Do you believe in ghosts, and have you had a ghostly experience?
I go in and out of saying yes and no to this question.
Why?
I believe in spirits. I don't necessarily. I think ghosts and spirits are different. Would you say yes or no to that? Or
Yeah. Maybe.
Spirits is alcohol that you drink.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's weird because my brother will call me at like midnight after he's, maybe had something, he's inhaled something, and he'll go off on these weird tangents about how the fifth and the fourth dimension and all these stories, and then he's convinced me that like that's where the spirits are. Mm-hmm. And that's why we can't sort of see them, is because we're 3-dimensional, and then when you go 4-dimensional or 5-dimensional, we can't comprehend that. And so we get into these weird discussions.
That's very deep.
It's very deep. But ultimately, yes, I do. Maybe not to the extent that horror movies, like maybe not demons and...
No, that's all shit anyway. That's all made up stuff.
Yeah.
Commonly known as bullshit. Okay. And have you had a ghostly experience?
The only thing I can think of is... Well, there's 2. So in Melbourne, when I used to live in Melbourne in an apartment, every morning at this particular time, you would hear on the roof, because where my apartment was underneath a main corridor where everyone would walk. You would hear running, and then like a little kid running, and then some footsteps of it going up some stairs. Now, for the longest time, I was like, it was just clockwork at this certain time. And I was like, I just need to work out who it is. And so one morning I woke up and there was nothing. The next morning, nothing. The next morning, nothing. And it was definitely a kid. And I found there was no kids in the building. No one else heard it. Like I said to my neighbours, do you always hear those loud footsteps? And they're like, no. And then I thought, that's when I was like, well, if no one else can hear it, no one else, they all look at me funny when I say it. I wonder if it's just something haunting me.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that the building I was in, had a few sort of not very nice things happen in it in terms of deaths. Funnily enough, Michael Hutchins did not die in my building, but he used to live there, and so did Darren Hinch. So that was an interesting one. But I started to find all these things out, and I think ultimately there was a small child, or a few small children who weren't murdered, but they died in the building. And I put two and two together and went, I wonder if that's what I'm seeing or hearing. But then I moved to Brisbane. I was like, see ya, I'm out. And then when I moved to Brisbane on my balcony, I could swear a ghost grabbed my bottom. Like I felt a good handful on my butt, and I turned around. There was nothing there. There was just nothing that could have done it.
It's a butt-grabbing ghost.
Yes. Well, I welcome all butt-grabbing ghosts.
Well, next time I see you, I'll send one your way. That sounds really interesting. I like the fact that you dug around and got some history on the place and tried to find out and debunk.
Well, it was a really fascinating building. It won some design awards, and I was genuinely interested in it. I asked one of the older ladies, she was a bit crazy, so I don't know if she was telling the truth, but she had some great history on the building.
It sounds residual anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like it's a residual sort of occurrence where something replays itself.
Yeah. So you probably wouldn't have ever seen a ghost there, or if you did see one, it would not react to you at all, because it's like you're seeing actually a clip from a movie. It's like you're sitting there watching a movie, and you're actually taking in a part of that movie, but it is on continual replay. So you're just seeing that bit going over and over and over again.
Is that something that happens often?
Yes.
Yeah, more often than not.
Wow, it's just weird. It's just because it happened just for the 5 years I was there, just the same, at the same time, the same cadence, the same sort of exact.
Yeah.
And it could be that you also have some sort of ability to be able to hear or sense that world.
No, thanks. Okay.
No. I reject that reality. Okay.
I live alone, and I just can't. I couldn't do, no.
We are never alone.
Oh, you're never alone.
Never alone.
I am in my house.
Don't look over your shoulder now. But we are never alone.
That. Stop it. Don't. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm really glad to have joined this podcast.
Yeah, it was really
You're
worth
welcome.
it, wasn't it? Okay, she's a medium, so she will see and sense things. I'm just an extra large, so I don't.
Yeah, I'm a double XL. Yeah.
All right, so next question. If you could haunt anyone in the world in any timeline, who would it be and why, and what would you do to them?
This is a great one. Like, I'd love to haunt my enemies and just piss them off, and just for a little bit, just have some fun, and then I reckon I would love to haunt Zac Efron. Just follow him around, really.
Just help him train.
Wipe the sweat off his
Hand him
brow.
toilet paper, something like that.
What was it about? The butt-grabbing ghost? There you go.
There you go.
Yes, I would like to be a butt-grabbing ghost.
All right.
That's what I would like to do.
Very nice.
Okay. Well, we didn't go back too far, did we? We just went back to Zac Efron.
I would love to haunt the royals, just more so from a learning perspective, to be there in those times and watch what happens, and just move paintings a little bit and push some vases over. But I'm fascinated. I love the crown. I love all the royal history, and I think I'd just love to go back and just be there.
See, I could see you in the Palace of Versailles. I reckon that would be the place for you.
God, yes, please.
Yeah.
Eating cake.
See, just walking around behind those rooms, because they used to have hidden corridors where all of the staff would go from one place to another, and there would be many shenanigans going on in those hidden corridors.
Yeah.
Really
fun.
So we've heard many a story about Versailles, but I reckon that would be an awesome place for you.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, question 3.
Okay, if you had an item that would protect you from being possessed, what would it be? What would you carry with you as your lucky charm?
Your condom of protection.
Can I just hold on? I'll get you. I'll show you what it will be.
Oh. Hang on, does he have pants on? I'm not sure if...
I thought he was going to call a friend.
Beige.
I was very concerned there for a moment that you had no pants on.
We're on a Zoom call and I'm wearing beige pants. Calm down, ladies. It's not a sight to see even if the pants were off.
Another hot flush.
So I got sent these crystal penises.
I wouldn't even touch the sides.
Wouldn't it? No, it's very small.
Who gave you that?
Just a fan sent me. I've got a whole bunch of them, and so I think I would say that this would be my lucky charm, little crystal penis.
Awesome.
Just keep it in your pocket and rub it on the knob.
Rub it for good luck.
I just had to think of someone sitting there making that.
Yeah, I know.
That's just
it was
crazy.
a great job. I would love that job.
Who was their model? I'm concerned.
I don't know, but I have never. I have to say that's a first for me. I've never seen a crystal penis before.
Really?
No.
That's a first. You've popped her cherry.
I have. Yep.
Yeah, I've got a handful of penises.
Awesome. Is there anyone in particular that kind of just does it for you more than the others?
Are you talking about crystal penises?
Yes.
Yeah, this one, because it's the biggest one. It's the biggest crystally one. And it's like a beautiful, I know this camera quality is terrible.
Yeah, it's got
like
a few veins in it.
Yeah, it's really sort of veiny and it's a darker penis and the balls are a lot bigger than the other ones.
Awesome.
So it just feels nicer in the hand. I feel more protected and at ease with this one.
I understand. I totally get it.
I love that.
I totally get it.
Now, speaking of popping cherries, there is a cherry we're going to pop here, right in front of you, right now, with Renata. Renata, grab it and show him.
What am I grabbing?
Oh, Jesus. What are you grabbing and showing me?
Apparently,
Oh,
All right,
my God. Caramel marble.
She's never had
I've
caramel.
never had it. I've been waiting for this moment.
All right, so we
Okay. Don't feel like if you don't. Okay, that's not how you open the new bags of chocolate. You peel them.
she's honestly inexperienced here. She's
so
wrecking it.
inexperienced. Now, don't fake it because it is very sweet. And it's a praline, so it's like a Gillian chocolate. Oh, my God, here we go.
Oh,
What's in the
watch
mouth?
the face.
Okay, look of concern.
It takes a little bit.
Yeah.
It takes a moment.
Yeah. Just
She's
gotta
doing the cat's bum face.
I like it.
You like it?
quite
I like it.
I like it. Yeah, she likes soft things with the dentures.
Well, I like yep.
All right, my question. Let's get on with it. Do you think anyone famous is currently possessed by a demon? And I don't mean it has to be a demon, just they're possessed.
Yeah.
Most of them, I think.
I'd say a lot of the Liberal Party. In all honesty, I mean, they're oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, there's no other way to explain what they're doing other than they're all possessed and crazy.
Yeah, all bonkers. All right, we'll take that as an answer, right,
Yep,
Renata?
that'll do,
Oh, no,
that'll
I'm
do.
doing the next one. That's right, and then you're going to do the last one.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what is your biggest fear that if you came on a ghost hunt with us, what would you be worried about happening?
Having a paranormal experience, seeing a spirit. Yeah, I just don't think I don't think I'd mentally recover from that trauma.
Oh, you would?
Well,
But
no,
you'd be
because I've never seen one, and I think once you see something, you know, seeing is believing. Like suddenly your whole world would change, and you'd be like, "Holy shit! Like this is real."
It's a
And
paradigm
that
shift.
for me would. Oh, I don't know what would happen. Because I'm a very nervous person. Like, knowing that spirits are, like, physically knowing that they are real. Like, I believe in them, but there's sort of like that when I hear noises in the house, I go, it's all bullshit, I'll be fine. But now that having seen it, I'd be terrified. Pop a Valium every night or something.
I remember the first time I actually saw my first full apparition, and it was as solid as you and me. And I still have no explanation, but I was so excited, and I got straight onto Facebook Live going, oh my God, I've just seen something I can't explain. And I'd opened and closed the jail that night, so I know that person was not on the tour. So that was cray-cray for me.
Where was that?
Maitland Jail. Maitland.
Yeah, right.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty part.
Okay.
This is the truth or dare. So we've had the truth.
This
Now
is
the
this
dare.
is the dare. Do you dare having a naughty and nice reading, tarot card reading with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
What's
All
a
right,
naughty
so
one?
We've got
Ooh.
our cards,
Well-
and Anne's got a set of cards.
Right, so Renata is a tarot master. She's also a counsellor. So she delivers the good stuff, really blunt to the point. She's
great.
fantastic.
Yep.
I read the Naughty Spirit Oracle cards.
Oh, look, a shirtless man. Yes, please.
I know. And I make it up as I go along. I have no talent whatsoever. So, are you ready? What's your question for the oracles?
Yeah, what's your question for the oracle?
Oh, but I struggle with this. Like, what type of questions is it like?
Anything you want to know. Okay. Look, we can do a general one for you if you like. So I can do something general. I can give you a piece of advice.
Oh, just while
from
we're
your
waiting.
Spirit guides.
While we're waiting,
from
I'm
your
going
spirit
to
guides.
spray some money fucking loves you spray around so that you get a bit of that going your way. That's it's good stuff.
The chakras open their
Bend over.
messages.
All right. So general reading.
Yes,
is it?
I'm going to do a general.
All right.
So my spirit team is going to tell me when to stop shuffling there. And as long as I don't draw the death card, everything will be fine,
my
right?
God,
Okay.
don't tell me that. Okay.
You're right. You're okay. You're cool. You're cool. Look, this is really interesting. This is the Temperance Card, and the Temperance Card is part of the major arcana. So maybe you can see that. It's a beautiful angel. Yep, standing there.
Stunning.
And temperance is always about slowing down and waiting. So you're kind of in this little moment of time where you have to sit and be really patient. And the best thing that you can do at the moment is actually look at how you're feeling about things and controlling your emotions. Because if you get over emotional, if you get really, really sort of in a bind about things that are going to happen, the likelihood is you're going to make a mistake with regard to what your intention is going to be, how you're going to handle a particular moment in time, or how you're going to deal with things. So the universe is actually stopping you right now because something big is going to happen shortly. Ooh. And this is normally what happens when you get the Temperance card. It's like we're preparing you, and you have to just slow down for a moment and have a really good think about where you are, what you've done up till this point in time, and how you want to proceed, because a big question is going to be thrown your way, and you're going to want to answer it properly, and you're going to want to answer it without a second thought, but it's got to come from a place where you're really secure about yourself.
Oh, God, okay.
Right, that was the sensible one.
Ah.
All right, let's see if the naughty cards can give us any further insight.
And I'm going to also say August is a really important month for you this year.
You're getting in my vibe here.
Sorry,
Right.
August is a really important month for you this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether there's also an association with someone or a particular event as well. August sort of really speaks to me.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Right, well, I've got a very interesting card for you.
Oh, yeah, you do.
My cards swear, by the way. I hope you're okay with fucks.
Oh, yeah. I love good fucks.
Yes, of course.
Sorry.
Right, the naughty cards are telling you to change your fucking story. You must be ratting on and on about something, and it's just, you're in a loop. You're saying the same thing over and over and over, and you need to get out of this rut and change your story. So if you change your story and start putting positive thoughts into your head instead of those little niggly negative ones, you will actually start to move forward even bigger and better than what you are now. Love, naughty spirit.
Well, but that was I thought you weren't professional.
Oh.
That was a very good reading, though.
I like to say I make it up as I go along because I don't like to think I might be right.
I took a lot from both of those.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. All right,
so
so quit my job and slow down. Great. I'm resigning.
I hope you got something out of that. I hope, apart from quit your job and slow down.
No, I did. No, I actually did.
You won't be slow. You won't be slowing down. You'll be getting more and more or busier. But you've just got to take a moment.
Can you pull a card that says holiday? Or
No, we can't go on holidays. We can't.
yeah, I can. I can go to the Sunshine Coast and then
Come
spend
fly-
2 weeks in the sun.
Come fly down to Maitland Jail with us and we'll take you ghost hunting. How's that?
Yeah, we'd love to take you ghost hunting. Absolutely.
Oh,
Look, there is
travel
no
restrictions,
safer
damn.
experience. No safer. We'll come up to
He's
see
washing
you.
his hair that day, Renata. Don't know what
Yeah.
day it is yet, but he's washing his hair that day.
No, I think I will definitely do a ghost tour at some point. I just need to man up and not be so scared.
Don't worry. If we're there, we'll look after you.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much, Christian, for joining
Thank
us on
you.
our Paranormal Truth or Dare. I hope you've enjoyed
Oh,
the experience.
loved it. Thank you for having me. I'm
Oh.
very keen to. Wait, where's the? Is there a like? Sorry, I'm going to ask you something. Like, you can feel free to edit these out, but
Yeah.
have you seen things at Maitland Jail? Is that the safest place you could take me of all
No.
the tours that you do?
No, there are other places we could take you. We could take you to a place called Miss Porter's house, which belonged to a beautiful family, and two lovely little old ladies lived there until the day they died. And it's just a gorgeous, sweet little place. So we could sort of take you there as well. But I guess it would depend on, what.
And Lochinvar House
Yeah,
is beautiful
Lochinvar
too.
House is beautiful as well.
And you get the whole place there, and it's they've even got a convict cellar down underneath the house, which
wow.
is fabulous.
I mean, it's beautiful to visit these places in the daytime. Let's
Yeah.
just do that instead. Let's not.
And look, you can do that, but I tell you, do a bit of both.
Okay. all right.
Do a bit of both. No, honestly, once you try it, you'll realise it's nowhere near as terrifying as Hollywood makes it out to be.
Yeah,
It's
look-
actually a very gentle, empowering experience.
We have taken so many first timers out, and they've walked away just
Yeah.
going, "Oh my God!" And if we do some table tipping with you and glass dowsing, you will think just the world's broken apart, and you're seeing a different
in
part
the
of the
best
world.
possible way.
Oh wow!
It will
I love
will
that.
be an awesome
Yeah, a bit of
experience.
old school
quite like that.
paranormal.
Wow. Yeah, I'm so keen.
All right, we'll do a seance with you.
Sorry, you're breaking up, losing signal. There will
With the
be-
lights on, we don't do it
Do you
with
know-
lights
did-
off.
Did you watch? There was I think, was it a Netflix special about the seance? It was a 5-part series, and
Yeah.
they all
Yep.
hold. Oh my God, that was terrifying. Like I could.
We don't
just,
do it that way.
Okay.
We play music and have lots of laughs and
Yeah, laughter is an
have a
important part of
really
it.
awesome time.
Okay, great. Well, you've made it sound a lot more friendly than the videos that I've seen.
Promise.
Yeah.
I'll buy
Okay,
you
great.
caramel if it's not.
Okay, deal.
All right, lovely. Thank you so much
Thank
for joining
you.
us.
Thank
and we'll,
you.
we'll talk further online, and it's been great hanging out with you.
No, I'm going to block you both instantly. I'm going to lie, pretend that I'm coming for your ghost tours, and then just
Don't
block you
you
out of my
dare.
life.
Yeah,
Don't
where,
you dare.
That's
No,
where
I
you
won't.
go. Need to talk to my manager before I
Yeah,
talk to
If
you.
you could just email my people.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah, we've been told that. All right, thanks, gorgeous. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.